Happy Tuesday, everybody!
And welcome to another episode of today's Tiny House Parking Spot. And today we are coming to you from Tucson, Arizona.
It's a beautiful mid-70s sunny day here in Tucson in the middle of November.
Yeah, it's beautiful out.
We are very fortunate to get a sneak peek of the new Pais motel and vintage trailer park that's set to open in the next couple of months.
And this place is super cool. It's got a lot of mid-century modern furniture all over the place. It's decorated to the nines.
It was created by a mother-daughter duo, which I love, and they are creating this place with a real DIY entrepreneur spirit, doing a lot of upcycling and reuse and incredible interior design work. They're not fully open yet, but they've already had some amazing events here. They just had this vintage bash. It's kind of like a Halloween themed vintage showgirl blowout party. I really wish we could have been here for that.
Yeah, there's like showgirls with big headdresses and all kinds of crazy stuff. It looked amazing.
And there's only going to be more of that to come here in the future. Concerts, farmers markets, vintage swap meets. So you definitely want to follow them. Book a stay here in the future. And also, they just formed a new partnership with the Hummingbird Tiny Home Inn. They're going to have 5 tiny houses here available for rent. Currently, one just came in, so there's now one that's going to be available for rent within the next week or so. There's a big gym show coming up here, so if you're coming into town for that, you can rent out the tiny house, get the tiny experience, and get a tour of some of these sweet vintage trailers.
Or if you didn't know there was a gem show, you can come here to the gem show and check that out.
Apparently, it's a big deal.
Yeah, it's apparently a huge deal. But then come and stay in a vintage trailer or a tiny house.
Yeah, we just really love this partnership because it brings together tiny homes from the past and tiny homes of the future in one place. So you get a really awesome spectrum of what there is to offer in tiny house design, tiny mobile design.
So we can't not show you around this place. So let's go take a look at some of the trailers and see if we can bump into Toni and Jade.
Come on, guys. There are a dozen amazing and rare vintage trailers here. They're all in different states of renovation. And check out this one on the end. It's the most like a modern tiny house on wheels in that it has this cool loft space.
Amazingly enough, there are 2 lofts, one on that side and one on this side, a living room back here and a kitchen back there. And it's a really tall loft. There's actually quite a bit of room up there. It's one that's planned to work on down the road. It's just a super cool design, a pretty cool layout. Toni's got a lot of very rare vintage trailers here, and this one is called a holiday house. But this one I think is super cool. This is one of 8 trailers in existence. It used to sit on top of a railroad car. So it was a flatbed railroad car, and the workers on the railroad would actually sleep in here. So it was really simple. How cool is that? This one right here, it's called the Mansion. What's it called?
It looks like the face of the Iron Giant. Have you guys seen that movie?
The idea is they're going to call it the Zeppelin.
That's perfect. I hope they keep the gold accents. I feel like that's like pitch perfect. Can we go inside this one?
Yeah, we can go inside. This is one of the cool things I saw first off was this. This is a seat that folds down, and there's actually flooring that folds down right there over the steps. So you can sit in the very, very front seat.
Oh, this is amazing.
How cool is that?
The dining room table, card table, whatever.
With real
table.
chairs, like little pub chairs. So, I mean, the bones of this thing are amazing. But this is something cool that Toni showed me. So this is actually a little drink cooler where you can put your beverages inside this, and it slides into this hole. So this whole thing clicks in and keeps it cold, and so you can just hit the pour button and get your margarita out just right out of this thing. How amazing is that? And then this is a tiny bathroom with a shower that I could stand up in.
Big closet and tons of storage space. Does this turn into one giant bedroom? You can sleep like 10 people, 10 bodies?
It's even better. Each one of these benches, this one and this one, turn into bunk beds.
What?
Yep, those little things up to your head. It attaches to that.
Probably turns into a full-size
full-size bed, yeah. But it's mostly for bands, for road tripping.
Totally get it. This is totally the Led Zeppelin tour bus. Right. I wish it was playing right now. Yeah. Insert Led Zeppelin song. This is amazing. Oh, let's go check out the one next door. This beauty is a Regency by Streamline. It's one of the renovated vintage trailers that will be available for rent here at El Pais very soon, and it is a stunner inside. Sitting in here, I definitely feel transported to a different time. It's got a really great, a little bit trippy vibe. I think these lights here and this amazing couch really give it kind of, I don't know, an Austin Powers flair. It's not quite mid-century, but just a vibe I'm picking up.
So this is the cool little kitchen in this thing, and what I like, I can actually stand up in here, and that's always a big thing in trailers, especially older trailers, that you gotta have the height, man, and this one does. So cool little sink and stove and stuff, and I like all these little panels. I think these are all cool. It's just water pump and lights and stuff, but it's still pretty cool. Back here is bedroom, and it sleeps two, which is super cool, and it's got still a cool mod design on here. It's even got you can't see it right here, there's a TV, so you can lay in bed, watch TV, and there's a TV in there. Dresser. See, these things always have awesome closets. The closets in this are absolutely massive, and it's a small trailer. But this is the bathroom. The bathroom has a shower that I can stand up in, and all these cool little fixtures. You know, like this is how all lights used to work. The light switch used to be on the light. This is totally a really rad place to come and, you know, stay for the night if you're in Tucson for any reason.
This little cutie is the first tiny home created by Hummingbird Tiny Home Inn in partnership with Uncharted Tiny Homes out of Phoenix, Arizona. It's a builder there. This is now going to be available for rent here at El Pais. It sleeps, I think, 4 people. It's done really well inside. It's more than a tiny house hotel room. It's really a functional living space. So a great way to try out tiny living if you're curious. They have a really rad pool in here where they got a local artist to create like a mandala. Actually, it's more like a mandala octopus in the bottom. It's pretty rad. Maybe a little too chilly for swimming. So in front of the pool, they have a clubhouse that's got great lounge space, amazing vintage furniture, a great place to chill, use the Wi-Fi, put on some rare records. Hey guys.
And these are the amazing ladies that own the place.
Hi, I'm Toni.
And I'm Jade.
Dynamic duo, right?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. So you guys have been working on this property for several months now, is that right?
Almost a year.
Wow. And it went from, what did you say earlier, basically like tear down status?
Yes.
To adorable?
I think, yeah, anybody else, if they'd have gotten it, would have taken it to the ground, probably.
You guys had a real vision from the get-go, though. You saw the potential in this place, right?
Yes. Well, we wanted a place to park the Airstreams, and when Mom picked me up from school in New York, we road tripped home, and we stopped at lots of little places along the way, getting ideas and dreaming, and when we got to town, I think even the day we got to town, we saw this property and this was it.
I love that. It's like match made in heaven. What were some of those places that you stopped at?
I guess some of the 2 iconic ones are the Shady Dell in Bisbee and the El Cosmico in Texas, in Marfa, Texas.
Marfa.
Yes. So those are fabulous little paved the way kind of vintage trailer spots. And then the others were just mid-century motels along the route that just stayed in that weren't fixed up, that were just still the mom and pops. Been doing it for years and years, and it was just a lot of fun to rediscover.
We specifically took like the old motel or old highways and stuff too to find the places.
Yeah, especially if you're going to Marfa. That is not on the way to here.
It's not on the way to anywhere, is it? You're definitely going out of the way for that one. We made a special trip that day, and then as we were driving, we were like, where is this place again? But it was well worth it when we got there.
I love that this came up and it combined your like passion for vintage trailer restoration that you've been doing. Because where were all these trailers before they were here?
In my yard. I was really popular with the neighbors. No, I think they got it after a while because I did many and put my children through college doing it.
That's amazing.
You're averaging a lot of drop-bys here too, right?
Right. We have to keep the gate locked when we're really busy and can't be as hospitable as we like. But tours is really, you just kind of have to find this place and pull up, and we can tell you all about it, and then social media, and that's all we wanted to do to be kind of a little secret hidden gem. Yes,
that's fun. Oh, on that note, where can people follow you guys?
We're on Instagram at Pais Tucson, so you can check us there. We have a website, but it's not quite done
Work
yet.
in progress.
Right on.
Well, you got great pictures.
Thank you.
They're awesome.
Yeah, you do. Oh, and I can't wait to come back after you're open, which you're expecting to open in January?
Yes, January 1st is the new doomsday clock on the website.
Countdown.
And sometimes we look at it and go, ah!
Oh, you're making killer progress. And so when you open, what will be available at that time?
It'll be, we'll have a few motel rooms.
Yep.
Up and going, a couple of the vintage trailers, and also partnering with Tiny Home Inn to offer several tiny home options as well.
Hopefully 5.
Hopefully
Awesome.
5.
Well, when we come back next, I want to plan it around one of your parties.
Or you tell us and we'll plan the party around your
party. We can do that
awesome.
too. We can show you some Tucson hospitality and put on a big party, but plan to stay a couple days. You won't feel like traveling after the party.
Hell yeah.
I get that.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having us, guys.
No, thank you for coming.
Come back when it's warm, get in the fountain of youth.
See, this is the difference between native Arizonans or Arizonans who lived here for a long time. Is like, this is like great. It's like 75. I'm like t-shirt weather. Look at you in your sweater.
Like you're cold, your blood gets really thin after a few years, and just the slight wisp of wind or cool, you're like,
pull out the heavy
freezing.
Nice.
I would probably go in that pool today.
And we're hopefully by next year it'll be all heated, so we can.
Nice.
We're making some
Working
things.
on solar.
Yeah,
Crossing
solar
fingers.
heating.
It was originally propane heated, gas heated.
Right, but that's really expensive.
Not very eco.
And not eco at all, yes. So we're going to try to do the solar. We've been doing our YouTube video research and figuring out how we're going to make this happen on the DIY budget, but we want it to be pretty much year-round.
And now somebody's going to get sucked into vintage trailer and tiny houses, and they're going to end up coming here.
You're welcome.
Thank you, guys.
Well,
I said you've done a lot to help us partner up with Tiny Home Inn, and we're planning on having you guys back for your next part of your expedition journey.
For the party part.
And then, and we're going to kick it off with a big party and show you how a great big Tucson welcome hug party is see.
I like hugs. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
See you later. I'm going to follow up with that party. I'm just kidding.
So how amazing is that?
Yeah, these ladies are amazing. And El Pais really combines a lot of things that Christian and I love, which is roadside attractions, kitsch,
Total kitsch, yeah.
vintage trailers, tiny homes of all kinds, and sunshine, at least sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. In the winter, I'm okay with it right now. 70, 75, dry, I'm good.
And I really can't wait for our next chance to come back so we can really explore the area, because something Toni told me that I really loved is that you could spend 100 days here and take 100-day trips to experience something different every single day, from city, art, amazing nature. There's so much to offer here.
There's a lot, yeah.
And I really hope you guys check this place out and stay tuned for some more in-depth tours.
And thank you guys again for watching today's Tiny House Parking Spot, and we will see you next week.
Bye! Hey guys, Alexis and Christian here with Tiny House Expedition.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And click left or right for more tiny house stories and tours.